Rated M for mature.
Welcome, everybody, to Saves Together, the podcast about playing games together, whether that means co-op or passing the controller back and forth or just playing the same game at the same time. It doesn't matter how, it only matters that it's together because...
When you save together, you stay together.
I'm Craig.
I'm Grace.
This is episode 85, and today we're talking about our time playing Wild Hearts.
Wild Hearts?
Wild.
Well, tell me, what's that?
I'll tell you that later.
Oh,
but
okay.
first, I want to hear about your solo time.
Well,
see, I'm trying to make...
Yeah.
I really want to make this that shirt, right? I want that to be part of our brand.
Solo time?
People are so excited whenever... They're like, he's going to say it! He's going to say it!
I feel
solo
like...
time.
It's kind of suggestive. And I feel like we're a family-friendly Christian podcast, so I don't know.
What is it suggesting?
Solo time?
Yeah.
I can't tell if you're serious or not.
No, I don't... What do you mean?
Well, you know, like time for you to... Never mind. Let's move on.
Huh.
So you want to know what I've been doing in my solo time?
Yeah, like alone with whatever materials you need and...
Right. This is a bad bit.
Yeah, it'd be funny. Let me think of something funny to say.
This is a cringe bit.
Alone with your joystick.
There you go.
Go ahead.
Okay, and go. So I've been playing Super Lesbian Animal RPG.
Okay, now. You can't yell at me for the suggestions.
What do you mean?
You're playing a Super Lesbian Animal RPG?
Yes,
and you're surprised that I think...
Problem?
I guess you're the one who said it was suggestive.
Yeah, wait. Super and Lesbian Animal RPG is not suggestive?
Sounds like it might be.
Why? In what way?
Well,
Are you
it's
saying
super,
being... Okay, anyway.
And there's lesbian animals.
Yeah, being a lesbian doesn't...
I know, that's not what I said.
Okay.
It's just a funny title to say out loud.
Sure.
After talking about how
I want to say that
you're playing with your joysticks. Go ahead.
So that's what I've been playing, and I'm almost beaten it. It's great. I mean, I really like creative takes on RPG Maker games, and I'm always interested to see what people are doing. And actually, I've been following this creator for a while, and so when this came out, I was like, yay! And so I've been playing it. I'm enjoying it. Good writing, beautiful visuals. Like it's not one of those real grindy RPG Maker games, which I appreciate. Like it's only about like 15 to 20 hours long. Like maybe not even that if you don't do the side quests, which I did. So I don't think
I've ever played a RPG Maker game.
I love them.
But I have played RPG Maker because unlike the first one, I was making a Pokemon game that also had the X-Files involved.
How? What do you mean?
Like Mulder and Scully were there because they were free sprites that you could download. And then everything else was just a Pokemon game.
So Mulder and Scully, okay, so it's a Pokemon game, but you play as Mulder and Scully.
And you're like, there's aliens. And they're like, yeah, they're our friends. They're called Pokemon.
Wow, I love it, actually. I would play that. So this is a good game. You should check it out. I also recently beat 2 games because we haven't talked for...
Yeah, we haven't had a solo time in a while, so...
I beat Wolong, which was on Game Pass, and 3 out of 5.
The
It was good.
I don't think irony is the right word, but made by the same people that are making Wild Hearts, that made Wild Hearts.
Okay,
so it's kind of funny that we played Wild Hearts and you immediately went into Wolong.
Related. Yes. And I liked Wolong, enough. I liked it enough to play it. Like while I played it, I had fun. I think it was good. It was fine. It wasn't very hard. Well, once you figure out the pairing thing, which I figured it out, then it's like, you're good to go, I
think I hate parrying.
Yeah, I know. We talked about it. And we're going to talk about it in this one too, because it's related to pairing. But also I beat... a space and a time Unbound? What's it called?
No.
Can you look at the shelf and remind me of the name?
A Space for the Unbound.
A Space for the Unbound. So I beat that as well. And we got that on PS5.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was fun. That was good. Like a little adventure game.
Indonesian.
Yeah.
Which is cool. You don't see that a lot.
Yeah, it was a cool setting and I thought the writing was good. Like it was a lot about sort of dealing with deeper, harder topics as a teen and I think they like handled that really well, and I liked the ending. I thought some of the gameplay was like kind of meh. Like I'm not sure I needed some of it, but it was
Like
good.
mini games or
Yeah, well, like when you do like fights, and when you're fighting people, you just kind of are like following these button prompts or trying to like stop the like marker in the green area, kind
Mm,
of like with fishing in Stardew Valley. Hard to explain, but like
yeah.
I feel like it wasn't really necessary in a game like that. You could have probably just left that out.
You think they did that because they felt like it wouldn't be a game
Well,
enough?
I think you could still have a game enough.
Oh,
There,
yeah, me
but
too.
maybe, yeah, just to add more to it. But I still really liked it. There's a lot of kitties, a lot of cats
Oh,
are involved, and
how
it
long
wasn't
is it?
super long. It was not very long at all. I don't know, like 10
Wait, hold on.
hours.
I thought of a joke about Wolong. When you finish, where you're like, "Whoa, long
No,
time." I played that.
good one, but no.
Can't believe I spent Wolong playing.
Honestly, Wolong wasn't very long, so
Whoa,
I know. Long. Not long. Whoa, not
whoa,
long.
short fallen dynasties.
All right, we've run that one out. So those are the three games I've been playing. I think there's one more probably. I don't know, but a lot of games. Oh, Theat Rhythm. I think I talked. Maybe I already talked about it, but love Theat Rhythm. I
You
mean, there's
done with
not
it?
much to say. I like 5-starred. I beat all the quests and all well except one, and I can't do it, and I just gave up. But
Are you gonna get the DLC? Do you get it?
no,
You're not. It's Nier music.
I don't care.
Oh,
I like
well.
Nier, but not enough to buy DLC. I don't. When I play Theat Rhythm, I'm just playing Final Fantasy music. I don't need like not Final Fantasy music. You
Did you
know?
know there was a Dragon Quest Theatrhythm in Japan?
Well, now I did because you told me
Yeah.
outside of the podcast. But
Wow.
I figured you'd want me to pretend like I didn't know for this purpose, but I can't. So I did know.
No, you don't need to pretend.
Oh,
I
okay,
just,
good. Well, I don't know the way you asked me, even though you knew the answer.
well, now I'm thinking we should redo this.
No,
part.
no, I love this. This is real. This is real.
This is what you get when you come
This
here. When
is
you
real.
tune in to
This
Saves
is
Together,
me.
this is what you get. The real,
I'm always real.
uncut, raw.
Yes. Well,
episode.
it's not uncut. It's not raw.
Shh.
But it is real.
No,
I'm
this is.
always
I don't
real.
even listen to it. I don't even listen to it back. I could say anything.
Oh, I'm not even recording right now. So that's.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Well, you said raw.
Well, yeah, the raw recording.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Those are my games. What have you been playing?
I have been playing quite a bit, but I'm going to talk about 3. One of them is Wanted Dead. Now, I know what you're thinking. What is that? It is a very, very bad video game. In fact, it's so bad, I can't play it.
How bad is it?
It is it does the thing I like, which is just really weird and stylish cutscenes. But stylish makes it sound like a good thing. It's not.
You
But
can be
it's just
stylish in the wrong way.
Yeah, it's just strange, and I really do like strange stuff, and I'm willing to put up with a lot of meh to see the next funny cutscene. And they're funny maybe on purpose, but I don't think so. Like, I can't tell, you know what I mean? Like, I can't tell if it knows it's bad or what.
Probably a little bit.
But then there's like claw games in it, and you know I love a claw game in a mini game. But the gameplay, it's designed, I believe it's the Ninja Gaiden people. It is way too hard, and I'm bad at video games, so I'm sure there's someone out there who's like, just like with Wild Hearts, who's like, it's not hard. It's not hard. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's not hard. No, Wanted Dead is very hard. It's so hard I can't beat it to see the next level, even on easy Neko-Chan mode.
Did you try asking your big brother for help?
You?
No. Well, yeah.
I don't even want you to have to play this. It's garbage.
I don't.
But I just thought it was funny that like, hey, I'm willing to try, and I just can't do it. It's so freaking hard and not fun in any way. So nobody can play that. Nobody go play that. Okay.
Okay. I won't.
So instead, I've been playing Like a Dragon Ishin. It is the remake of the old Yakuza Ishin from PS3 that's finally out in the West. It's basically all the characters from the Yakuza series are playing characters back in time. So they're not the same characters at all. It's not like that's his father or something. It's just the character is playing a character. Now, I sort of wish it was presented like they're acting,
That would be cool.
That would be very cool, I think. Like and maybe it is. I haven't beaten it.
And then they would like
highly
start
doubt it.
going OOC sometimes. Like
Yeah, exactly.
That would be
Like,
funny, right?
That would be a cool thing to do, but I don't believe it's that. It's just a very Yakuza story set back in the samurai time when there's also guns, so you can have a sword and a gun. It's pretty
Well,
fun.
yeah, that's for when they were like coming out of samurai times, right? Like the samurai
the
were
Dutch
dying
just
off.
landed
Yeah.
recently and are starting to destroy the place only a little bit, and everyone's like, hell no, that's not happening, but it's happening.
Oh, it's happening.
And then the last game I've been playing is Digimon World Next Order. It's a re-release of a Vita game on the Switch. And it's like teetering on the edge of being one of my favorite games of all time.
What?
But it just keeps pulling you back and being like, now you have to do an inconvenient thing. But all
Gosh,
you're
I hate that.
all you're doing is raising your little guys, evolving your little guys, and fighting, making your little guys fight, and they fight for you. You don't have to do anything. You just watch them fight if you want. And that's a perfect game. That's what I like. Monster battling.
Yes, you like little guys.
I love raising little guys.
Yes, you're such a I was gonna say something and I decided not to.
Simp.
No. I wasn't gonna say that at all.
Such a little guy?
No, I was gonna say I'm gonna spell it out for
in case a dog is listening, you don't want him to
DADDY.
What's wrong with saying daddy?
Well, I don't know. I just felt like it was too suggestive.
Solo time is far more suggestive than daddy.
That's not how you let's move on. Let's move on.
But so my problem with the game is there's EXE evolving, which is where I think the character, and your two Digimon, you have two partners, all combine. The video makes it seem like all three of you combined together, but let's just say it's the two Digimon combined together. It's so powerful once you've EXE Digivolved in a battle that you have to do that, right? There's fights where it's like you have to go EXE Digivolve, but only certain Digimon can EXE Digivolve. If there's 250 in the game or 100, I don't know how many there are.
Well, you should only have those then, right?
But getting them is difficult, and you need a guide. Oh, that's another thing. You need to play this game with a guide. Absolutely, 100%.
That's pretty lame.
Otherwise, you're just wasting time and wasting resources,
Okay.
But I still really like it.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Listen, I forgot I wanted to say something about Super Animal Lesbian RPG really quick.
Let's go back to Super Animal RPG.
I just wanted to say a really great feature I like in this game that I think more games need to have is one of the moves that your characters learn is they kiss their girlfriends. And so
yes, more games should have kissing. I
want
to kiss my Digimon. And it
boosts their stats. I also love that like everyone's a lesbian in this game. It's great. That's really great. But yes, I think more games need kissing. I was really upset when Kirby took out kissing in co-op mode and it became a hug. And I said, why? This is censorship. This is not free speech.
What if though?
What is this?
When you're playing a character,
is this the unsexualization of America?
Of Kirby?
No, this is a real problem that's happening right now.
Unsexualization.
People
we're
are
founded
mad.
by Puritans.
I'm screaming.
This place is because they didn't like sex.
I know,
and they couldn't get
I'm
laid.
upset about it, but it's getting worse because you know what?
This is a Christian family-friendly podcast.
And you know what? Guess
American.
how you make babies. Guess how you make, and guess what Jesus was.
The stork. Jesus came by when the stork put him in a basket and he floated down a river. Didn't he get floated down a river?
People are mad that they're putting sex scenes in movies and TV, and they're like, "Why we got those? Why we got those?" And it's like, why are you upset? I don't understand.
Yakuza, Like a Dragon, Ishin has a bath fight where both men are naked.
Do you remember Xenoblade 3? I was shocked
and they take baths together and don't reference it?
Yes.
I think that's cool.
No, I thought it was great. I'm saying I don't never. You know what? I don't want to get on a tangent about this. This is not what this podcast is
Let's head
about.
over to Grace's soapbox.
No.
Come on up.
No, you don't want to be here.
I'm banging on a box. I put a box down and I banged on it.
We've been there. We've done that. Just know, sex is not evil, kids. It's okay. That's all I had to say.
But be safe.
I was gonna say I didn't want to
regularly for STDs.
Regularly, even if you have a partner for like a while.
Yeah. Also, use a dental dam.
What's that?
See, I think dental dams are a psyop. I think they were invented.
Dental dam isn't that the thing that goes?
Yeah, I think they were invented as a joke to show us as fucking
Listen.
as 6-year-olds or whatever, whenever they show us 6th graders.
I've never seen a dental dam in my life. I don't even know what it looks like.
I think they're fake. They have to be a joke. They showed it to us as if it was real, and I think it's all a bit that the adults were doing.
Wait a second. I don't think anyone showed me a dental dam.
I was shown. It was held up for us like a little washcloth. Like, this is for this. You're like, what? You have to be kidding me.
Stop.
No one is putting a piece of plastic
First of
like
all,
that.
why is it called... Okay, we need to back up. Why is it called a dental dam?
It's a dam. Because it's a dam.
Does it go in your mouth?
It goes... Your mouth goes onto it. You go on it.
Wait.
We have to stop. We can't, dude.
Wait.
We can't.
I am shocked.
Do I have to put the M for mature on this one? I guess I do.
Okay, so I feel like when you
we're putting rated M for mature.
When you said the phrase dental dam, I knew I've heard those words before, but now you're telling me it goes in your mouth?
All right, are you acknowledging that this is explicit now?
I feel bad. Like, are you about to describe?
It doesn't go in your mouth. It's a piece of plastic, like a piece of
go in your
linoleum
mouth?
plastic.
It goes
that
in
you
the
lay. It doesn't
down
go
there.
in. It goes on. It just lays flat.
Okay, why is it called a
item.
dental dam?
It's a dam for your teeth. I don't know. What is dental, by the way?
It's for your teeth? I thought you were
no,
saying
but
it
I
was
thought
for
dentist
sex.
was your teeth. Stop. Everybody stop and relax.
No, listen to me. Dental means teeth.
But does it mean mouth? Does
Okay, regardless, there's no
science.
teeth.
Is there dentiary
Unless you're that
science?
one chick from that movie.
No, the teeth are in the other side, the giver.
I'm losing it. I'm losing it right now. I can't. I need to Google
Someone's
this.
listening to this with their grandma in the room. Sorry.
No
Your
one's
grandma
listening.
used a dental dam.
Okay, I'm Googling it. We need to know. Okay, stop.
Wait, that's a use for... That image looks like it's being surgically used. Or like dentistry. Is it for dentistry?
Guys, I'm really scared right now. Dental dams are latex or polyurethane sheets used between
Stop, don't say the word.
the mouth and vagina. You could say vagina.
You...
Or anus during oral sex.
I'm not laughing at anal
You're acting
licking.
like you're a child right now.
It's because I think it's it's
Okay,
not
stop.
the acts that are being done. It's the fact that you're
Okay.
actually laying a piece of plastic. It's like
Let me finish. Okay, so originally they were used in dentistry to isolate the operative site from the rest of the mouth.
because you don't want to see the rest of the mouth.
Well, I don't understand that. But then there's a picture here of how to use a dental dam. What? Wait.
So
stop.
what always astounded me about this
Oral
was
sex?
Grace.
So when you
we
use
have
this?
to stop. This
No, I
be
can't
it.
stop because I have to understand. Oh,
This is kinda
it's to
co-op-y.
protect you from STIs,
Yes, but what I just
mouth to genital.
It's like, yeah, it makes sense, but it's like insane.
So, okay, fascinating. Okay, wow, I'm really learning. You know,
Wait, did you actually not get shown these?
No.
So that piece of paper that you're like,
Yeah.
like that thing was just held up to us, and it was so like seriously explained
Do
to
you
us,
think
and I
anyone
was
actually
staring at
uses
it like,
this?
that's what I'm saying. No, this is all a joke.
No,
this is
it's
all
not
a
a
bit.
joke. If you have an STI and you
I just don't. Everyone deserves to have their jollies, but like,
this has gone off the rails so hard.
but like, there's got to be a better way.
There's gotta be another way.
Anyways, really, we should move on.
Wow. Okay.
A DIY dental dam. Hold on, I saw
I've
that. Go
just
back.
been-
What does it say you should use instead?
I've been
Saran
like-
wrap?
I feel like I've been stunned by this. Wait, DIY.
That's what I mean. It's not that the acts are hilarious or that like ooh sexy.
You can use a condom like that. You can make it from a condom. That's what they're saying. You can like
No.
use
Ew,
scissors.
That would taste horrible.
You can use. Oh, okay, Craig, stop. This is well, now we all know, and I don't know how we even got here.
Children, this is why we were saying be safe, practice safe, and now let's head into.
I don't think you need to use a dental dam though, but maybe ask your doctor.
Talk to your doctor.
We're not doctors.
We are not doctors.
Clearly, we didn't know
Clearly.
anything about dental dams.
Well, I knew all about them, but I just thought
Okay.
that I still think that they're a psyop joke by the adults
Well,
on the
now
kids.
my question is, when do they use it in dentistry?
The idea that it was used
Like-
by dentists to
They
isolate the
contain a
operative
hole
site.
in the middle that allows the dentist to isolate the treatment area using a dental clamp around the tooth. I've never seen this.
But why?
Whoa,
Like, what
look
are
at
you
this
scared
picture.
of seeing the rest? I don't understand.
This looks incredibly uncomfortable.
There's a horror movie to be made here. That's everybody go Google
I
dental dam
hate
dentistry and just look at the funny images of a half tooth poking out of
What
a.
if you went to the dentist
It
and were
looks
like,
like-
hey, do you got dental dams you can spare? I need to take them home for my own uses. Like, how do you get these? You just buy them online?
I mean, I think you can go to like your student government.
Wow.
Did your No, we're gonna move on. Let's
we need to
talk
move on.
about
This is
Wild
not
Hearts.
okay. Wild Hearts. Yes.
Can we?
Great
does this need to
transition.
get cut out.
No, I think it's funny.
Okay. It does.
This is real. This is me.
It's an M-rated game.
It is.
Yeah.
What happens in this is M-rated.
They say fuck.
They say anus. Okay, move on. Wild Hearts.
Developed by Omega Force and published by EA, Wild Hearts was released on February 17th, 2023 for the Xbox series of consoles and the Xbox Series family of consoles, the PlayStation 5 and the PC. It's a Monhun, right? Like it's a monster hunter.
This genre is Monhun.
Can you explain the gameplay?
Well, you go out there and you heard about these kimonos and you're like, I should kill them because they could kill us back, maybe. And so, unlike in Monster Hunter where you can capture them ethically and correctly.
Only in World though.
Oh.
Well, you can
No.
capture. You're right. I forgot. You can capture.
So in this game, you are just slaying these things. So
No remorse.
You choose a weapon and you make armor from there. I mean, it's a Monster Hunter. Have you played Monster Hunter? Then you know what this is. It's
Yes.
that. The only
And-
difference is, or a big difference, is you have all these other tools made from
Karakuri.
magic, and you can summon crates or springs. All
Fortnite.
kinds
It's a little
of things.
Fortnite-y.
It's actually kind of cool. It's kind of
And
sick, actually.
It's actually the best. It's like really cool.
It is cool. I like it.
Let's run through the weapons really quick. You've got classic katana.
You
long
got
sword.
Cloud Sword.
You've got cloud sword.
Mhm.
Bigger sword.
What's it called?
Ugh, boy,
Nodachi blade. And then you have the umbrella.
The wagasa, the bladed wagasa, which I was so excited to use.
But that's
and then
the parry
that's
weapon.
the parry weapon, so I said never mind.
Then you have the cannon. I think it has a different name. I used Nodachi blade and I switched between that and the cannon, which I liked a lot.
And I
too.
started with what was I playing first before I switched off? The maul. I was using the hammer.
Yeah, and then you switched
And I was having
to
a good time with the
the
hammer.
claw blade.
And then I switched to the claw blade because it's a lot more like the insect glaive.
Yes.
And I just like flying around and being on top of monsters. What is the co-op category?
Online. Wait, sorry. I still got dental dams on the mine and it's kind of screwing me up. I'm not gonna lie.
Damage stacking.
Yes.
Just like Monster Hunter. It's really like you should know why we played this is because we love Monster Hunter.
That's
if you've
why.
been listening,
You wanted
like,
to
at
all
all.
it more than me, and I was like, I'll try it. I was hesitant. But then when we started playing, I liked it. Did we try the demo first?
no.
No.
I think I just bought it. I was like, listen,
Yeah,
I'll just
yeah,
pay
yeah.
for it if you really don't want to. Here's the thing that I was thinking we should do.
Yes.
Should we split our review into two?
No.
Post the cliff and pre the cliff.
I think we should just say it right now because I don't like withholding information.
Yes. Well, no, right. This is where I wanted to reveal
Well, it's all one thing.
the cliff.
So
Let us talk about the cliff.
Okay. I didn't know you had a whole like name for like a chapter. You have chapter by chapter. Essentially, we loved this game until they introduced I think what were they called? The super the next level version of themselves.
Basically, it got way too hard.
And it became unfun.
It got so frustratingly hard, and the game is not at all polished the way Monster Hunter is, that we felt it a little bit with this like ice tiger dog, but we got through it. We surmounted.
Deathstalker.
And then eventually it fell off. It's the worst.
It fell off hard.
It fell off hard. It's the worst I think we've ever experienced. I'm telling you guys, it was like triple S, double S level. We were having so much fun. It was that addiction thing of like, should we play Wild Hearts? We should play Wild Hearts, right?
Yes,
We're playing for hours on end.
And then we got really mad.
And then it just became like, I'm not having fun.
Yeah,
at
right.
all.
Right.
And a lot of it has to do with the polish and just
The
the
monster AI for
AI is
me,
not good.
yeah. And then you feel like it's not fair, and you feel like it's
Yes.
the game's fault, not your fault. Whereas in Monster Hunter, it always feels like your fault. And it's like,
Hmm.
oh, okay, I can do better. In this game, it's like, no, fuck this. I'm
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
The monsters can really home onto you. You'll watch the model. It's so let's say like the monster jumps in the air and he's aimed at you, Grace. It's aimed at you, and then
Yes.
I start to drink water. It will just like turn 90 degrees in the air, and then now it's on me. Like it doesn't have an
Yeah.
animation, it doesn't have wings or rocket boots. There's no way that it did that.
Right.
Like
It's does
if you
not
want to talk like this is real life or whatever.
well, because the monsters in Monster Hunter feel real.
Yes.
And these don't because of that. And it's like the boar will be winding up to charge, and I'm running to the left,
yeah.
and he's turning on an axis on me, locked on me. That's
His
so
legs
stupid.
he's not taking steps to the left.
Right.
He's just rotating.
I was like, that's not how this would work.
Yeah. So you really don't get the good sense of like when is safe or not. I also
Yeah.
feel like I'd be in the middle of chaos. Like I'd be my guy, because I have a melee weapon. I need to kind of be in close, and so I'm swinging on him. But like sometimes it's hitting and sometimes it's not, and it doesn't. It just really becomes too frustrating because they made it too hard. It would have been fine early on. It was so freaking good.
Yeah, I don't
And
know. I guess
I
they should have balanced it more for that situation.
they advertised the DLC that's coming, like update, whatever. Like, and now there'll be harder challenges. No, thank you.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, we like Monster Hunter, so it's not like we don't like hard games. I like hard games, but it's not hard in a fun way. It's hard
No.
in a like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
We played this game, I just want to say, for 40 hours
I would say
before we stopped.
30 was great.
And we stopped at the tiger. We got very close to the end. We were essentially like the story mode. We were like one chapter away from the end, like a couple missions. So
Yeah.
it was disappointing because I think we really tried to see it through and be like, okay, we'll just deal with this. But after that one time where we cheesed one of the guys, I figured, you know what, it's kind of over because this is the beginning of the end. This is not like a fun way to play this game.
Right.
But we should run down the factors.
run
We
through
can
the
go into more
factors.
details as we talk.
Now, do you think people should play it for the first 20 hours? I kind of think you should.
yeah, if you like Monster
especially-
Hunter, then yeah.
Or if you've never played Monster Hunter, I think this is a better intro to Monster Hunter than Monster Hunter.
Honestly, I
because
disagree
it's
now.
easier. Well, just stop
Because-
at a certain, just like,
Yeah, but I don't like that the monsters aren't as good. You know, but I understand what you're saying.
yeah. I really like the world.
The world's really cool. The maps are
The
really
map is
fun to
amazing,
run around
and
in.
the building.
Yeah, you can build your base, which is really neat.
If Monster Hunter steals anything from this, I don't necessarily need the spring traps and like hammer traps, even though they're really cool. The like fast build weapon type stuff. But if you could build camps in an open world and you decide where the camps are, that was really fun for me.
I mean, the thing, yeah.
It's a strand game. It's like Death Stranding. You're establishing a zip line system throughout the map so you can get to various hunting spots easier. It's phenomenal. It's really upsetting to me how far this game fell for how much I loved it.
Yeah.
The first factor, type of co-op, couch, online, split screen.
No couch. It's just online.
Online
kind of
only.
like Monster
We played
Hunter.
online.
And
we
mostly
and
the
we played
online, it was very smooth. In the beginning, there was some like issues with trying to figure out if we were synced to our main quest, but I think they fixed that in the latest patch, or
Well-
at least knowing if you are or not is more obvious. And then once we got past a certain point, it was fine.
I would say if you're going to play this game co-op, both people should just get to the big city. Just don't bother trying to co-op until you're at the big city, because that's where it was really weird, the sync issues. But
And then obviously you can't, if you're playing in someone's world, you're not advancing your own world. You're advancing your story, but you're not like taking side quests or anything like that. So that's kind of a con if you care about that stuff.
And also, I had to go back to my house, to my world. We played on yours mostly.
Yeah,
I had to go back to my world for the health upgrades.
right.
A very fundamental thing that you
That was
need.
the
bathhouses.
right? Yeah.
But then I
So-
like the bathhouse. I want to build up my place and get new parts for my bathhouse. And
right.
man, it's a bummer. This game really upset me at the end of the day.
Yeah, I know.
Separate mode or full? It's the full mode, but like you said,
Yeah, basically full,
I'm
but not
playing on
really.
your game. I shouldn't, I'm
Some
not
of
really
it's
doing anything.
removed, whereas in Monster Hunter, you don't really have a world you're developing, and you can share all the side quests. Like it's just a little different the way Monster Hunter works. So this one's feels more separate,
Yeah.
but most of it we just did together, obviously.
Control scheme.
Uh, Xbox controllers.
Yeah, we played on
Yeah.
Xbox and PC.
Oh yeah, I played on the P. Did I play on the PC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's actually
Played on Steam.
3-player. It's not 4-player like Monster Hunter. The most you can have in a team is 3.
Yes.
And it feels to me like a loosey goosey Monster Hunter, looser and faster.
And worse.
Yeah, but
Yes.
like you actually are like swinging faster, I think, and attacking more and dodge rolling more.
That's
Dodging is a huge component to this. Where I know it is in Monster Hunter, but it's like really important here.
Well, it feels more unfair.
And that's what makes it unfair is you don't know where you're actually going to get hit.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would dodge and get smacked, and it's like, I don't think I should have been hit by that.
Well, part of the issue is the monsters have very little downtime, whereas in Monster Hunter, it feels a little more like you have that space in between.
Yeah.
But in this game, they're relentless
Yes.
and they never stop. And it's just like, okay,
So
my
here's
God.
the problem with if you're playing 2-player.
Well, we should wait because there's a factor for this.
Which difficulty?
No, I thought didn't we have a factor for playing with other people? We might have
so
taken
I
that
was
out.
talking. No, we do have that. But what I was
okay.
going to say is, in 2-player, at the higher difficulties, the monsters are more relentless. There's a revive mechanic. So when you go down, instead of instantly carding like Monster Hunter, you have a chance to be revived. And like modern games, that chance gets shorter and shorter at every death. If I'm down and you run over to me, there is no one else pulling aggro. So both parties are instantly targeted, and because the monsters are so relentless, it's almost impossible to block. Now, you had a great strategy of put up a wall. You can, with your karakuri, you can make like a big wall that the monster will run into, and that generally saves you. But
Sometimes
in the time it takes to save me, to pick me up off the ground, that monster might hit the wall, stun, awake from the stun, and then hit you, and you're gonna die. Because
it also depends on the monster, because like the tiger that we stopped at was doing a lot of huge AoE attacks, so even with the wall, it didn't matter.
Yeah, that's
because it was just like blowing up the field, and you're like, okay, well, we're just done, I guess. Like it was just ridiculous, and we couldn't get a third person because on the story missions, it was way harder to recruit a third person for whatever reason. I don't know how the joining worked because we never did that. We would just invite someone every single time we played. And yeah, we couldn't get a third on the story missions, which made them a lot harder. And that's why we stopped. Because that one
even
story
with a third
mission,
person, unless they were phenomenal, they would have.
Well, yeah.
It wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have fixed the problem.
Yeah. It would have helped, but it would. This still was not fair.
Right. Progression, things to unlock. We kind of covered that we're unlocking your story.
Yeah, something interesting that you unlock that doesn't always unlock depending on what you have in your inventory is the things you build. They're unlocked by fighting monsters, and then it just kind of like you have a chance for it to trigger and you learn a new construct. But the thing is, it doesn't always trigger, and you need to have the right parts in your like arsenal, and then you don't know unless you look it up. Actually, I think you can look it up on your skill tree. I don't know.
A little icon that I think you can tell.
It's kind of obscured in general though, and you have to really seek it out because we had to we realized, oh, I don't have this one because you have this one and I never got it. So you have to kind of that's not too big of a deal, but it's kind of funny. It's like, why doesn't it just unlock for everyone? I don't get it.
Right, like you'll get, oh, now you have the big hammer.
Yeah, but then he didn't get the big hammer.
Hold the trigger down to enter the building menu, and then what was it? 3
well, once I learned
3 springs on top of each other.
You could just spam the buttons. I thought you had to build it in a certain way, and you don't, which is
I think the building rules. I really do. It's like so fun to. I would lay down a trap. We would kite the monster over the trap, and then you and I would both just spring, and that builds a hammer. That's the recipe for a big giant hammer. And so these 2 hammers come down on it. It's great.
Yeah, it was fun. I liked using those.
When you're really like wombo comboing them, it's a very good time. Like the easier enemies, the smaller guys.
Yeah, I liked it.
I really, really liked it. Shared loot or XP?
There's no XP. Though you just get your own loot basically,
Yeah.
and so it's like Monster Hunter. It drops somewhat randomly, so like you get totally different things.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I needed 2 wings and I got 1 and you got 2, and that's why can't you trade me? I don't know, because the game doesn't want us to trade. I never understood why you can't do that, but whatever, it's fine.
I think it should be like
It's fine.
they should come up with a trade system that I understand
Like a
would
limited
limit
one.
it, but once a day or something. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Right.
What was I gonna say about that? I forgot. Friendly fire. Can you hurt each other in any way?
I don't think so. I'm
I
trying to
don't
think.
believe so. It was if there was. So it doesn't have like Monster Hunter where if you swing your big heavy axe,
Oh yeah,
you'll
no.
interrupt my attack. It doesn't have any of that,
Which is
'cause,
good.
like I said, it's a little loosey goosey of a Monster Hunter.
It would be a lot harder
That
if
would
that's
suck.
what we had
That would
to
be
do.
awful if it did that.
Because I think you also have bigger attacks in some ways. So, like,
Yeah.
my sword did huge attacks. So, yeah, no, none of that.
The gameplay feels good, despite the dodging and hitboxes being bad. Like when you really just wallop them. Like when I was playing with the hammer, you do this combo that's like basically attack, pull the trigger, which extends the hammer rod. It's like timing based, and then you attack again, and then you hit him, and then you pull it again at the right timing, and eventually you have this like big stick with a giant rock on the end of it, and like it's got a good just momentum to it. It feels great. Interruptive actions. So like we said, we
Yeah, no, I don't think there are any actually.
so there is in
except
town.
Also the constructs.
The constructs. Oh right.
Because if
That's
I
annoying.
put down a spring and then Craig is running toward me, not knowing I'm putting down a spring, all of a sudden he's being like launched.
Yeah, and I
'Cause
interrupted
the constructs are in the real world,
Yeah.
like for everybody.
Yeah, it's almost like they shouldn't go down while you're still holding the trigger. You should have to release the build trigger or build button,
Mm.
and
I
then
don't
it
know.
should go down
Yeah, but
once the recipe's placed.
that wouldn't fix the issue because if you still ran at me right when that happened, when I finished. But yeah, it would be good because you wouldn't interrupt the recipe.
What happens is I interrupt your recipe and I get sprung forward. So two
Yeah.
bad things happen.
That's true. That's true.
Also, the menus. If I'm doing something could be important, I'm selling gear, or I'm picking a side quest thing to work on. If you start certain story stuff,
I will say that's only for the host. Only the host can do that.
the host interrupts me as the
Yes.
as the joining player.
But yeah, that's
But
annoying.
it's pretty like disruptive. Like, whoa, wait, I was doing math. I was looking at my screen.
It's also hard for me to know as the
Yeah.
host if something's gonna like be a cutscene or not sometimes. So
Right.
yeah, that's one of those like frustrating. Like I see why they couldn't really work around that, but just the thing you got to deal with.
But just do the like your partner's in the menu. Like, can't do that. Your partner's in a menu.
Yeah,
And then you
Yeah.
can tell me, hey, leave the menu. Okay, hold
that
on.
might be better. You're right.
So played online. We only talk about this factor if we actually did it.
Yeah, we
and
very
we did
rarely
a lot.
do that. But once we found out, like it's way easier. Unlike in Monster Hunter, where we never really ever relied on that.
Oh, yeah.
Because we didn't have to. In this game, we really had to. So we always were recruiting a third, which I thought was fun. I mean, it was different.
Yeah.
And we judged them all
And
in different ways.
in judging them, I think we should. I was gonna say we rank them.
Well, I don't
But should
remember
we
them
just give
all,
some
but
shout outs?
yeah.
All right.
Shout outs to player 2.
Player 2 was the first one that opened our eyes to how important it is to have a third player.
Well, also how important it is to use the constructs to your max.
And is player 2 the one
Wow.
that taught us how to like? We watched
don't
what
remember.
they were doing.
Well, they did the hammer a lot, and I was like, oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
And then also, yeah, a lot of people complain that people online don't use the constructs enough,
Mhm.
and I agree that you kind of have to. It's not, you can't play this like Monster Hunter, essentially. So, yeah, he helped us with the Dreadstalker, and we're
Ash.
like, wow.
Ash was someone who joined that we at first were like, this person's not using Karakuri. What's going on? And then they watched you put your wall up to revive me, or maybe revive them. I don't remember. And then they started using that. They like we
learned.
taught them. That was our student.
We did.
So shout outs to Ash, our first student.
And then, I don't really remember.
Shells with a Z.
Did you write these down?
Yeah, because I
That's so
I had like good experience or bad experience. Shells with a Z. Y'all need to stop playing on Wi-Fi. Get off Wi-Fi. Get a connection going, because that was bad lag. Okay. Hong. I don't remember anything about Hong, but I
was
wrote
really
it down.
good, right?
Hong was super good.
No, Hong was like player 2 level of good.
I think Hong came in, wrecked shop, left. Didn't say anything, didn't do a sticker. I'm a big sticker user. Like emote.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
No, didn't even sticker me. Just came in, fucked shit up, and left. It was great.
Yeah. We were
Then
like,
there
when
was a
will we
guy who
have another
crashed
Hong?
us. I didn't even write down their name. I just
The
wrote guy who
hacker.
crashed us, the hacker. And then Dev Yuki.
I was gonna say, I remember Dev Yuki.
Dev Yuki.
Who me and Craig were like, we're convinced that this was a real dev that was.
Yeah, and they wanted to see how the peons are doing.
Yeah. Dev, it was for sure a real dev. Dude.
It was definitely a real dev,
It was
and they sucked a little
definitely
bit.
a
We
real
were
dev.
better than the dev.
Yeah, we were better than the
And
dev.
there was an interview given where one of the makers of this game said, "Yeah, it's actually too hard for me." I was like, "Oh, even the devs think that."
That's Dev Yuki.
That was Dev Yuki.
Yeah, we played with that guy for real.
We played with the guy who
So-
said this game's too hard.
Be
But
jealous. Be jealous.
in that interview, he then says, I was like, oh my God, no way did they admit that they like screwed up the balance. And then he says, that's why I'm so glad when this guy can join because he's so much better at the game than me. I was like, oh, you're being cute.
Wait, what guy can join? Like a different dev?
Yeah, he was like,
okay,
but,
okay.
you know, I don't remember their names.
He was just
But
being cute.
George can join me and it
Well,
makes
you made
the
your
game better.
too hard.
I know. I was really hoping they were admitting, yeah, we kind of made it too hard. Let's scale it back. Difficulty of the co-op. Does the co-op make it easier or harder?
Definitely easier. I don't know how you'd play
Definitely
this on
easier.
your own. We
Yeah.
couldn't even play it with the two of us. So
Solo would suck. The only thing that would change would maybe be, since you wouldn't have the option to revive, I assume. We never tried soloing anything.
Yeah, I wonder.
You maybe wouldn't. So what might happen is I go down and you come to revive me, but now we're both dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because you wouldn't lose 2 carts in one, there's a better chance of survive. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Who would revive you? I don't understand what you're saying.
if you failed at reviving me, we wasted time not attacking the monster, and we both died.
For 2 people?
Right. So 1 player, you actually have 3 shots, and in 2 player, you only really have 1.5.
I guess, but no one can revive you, so you have less shots.
But what I'm saying is, you're not spending the strategic, tactical time trying to revive me. Instead, you're just fighting at hopefully your optimal.
I know, but you're alone, so like you're probably dying more often because you always have aggro.
You always have it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I feel like it's just only doable in co-op.
Intensity,
Pretty damn intense.
high,
10
very
out of
high.
10. Not a chill
Especially-
game.
especially on the like harder guys.
Yeah.
And it's like false intensity. It's like not false, but it's bullshit intensity.
Yeah.
Where it's like I'm just mad now because I dodge rolled into a building and now I'm stuck in the geometry a little bit and I'm trying to jump out, but he's still swinging at me.
Yeah, right.
Strategy or tactics?
A good amount, although we ended up kind of like figuring out one thing that worked for us, which you talked about, which is like you would lay the trap and then I'd come over and we'd both hammer them, and that was a good start. But I think most of it was like, you know, kind of the same thing, you know?
Preparation. Like I'm bringing these items, I'm bringing this weapon, I'm
Yeah,
wearing this
yeah.
armor.
Because you can only take so many of the constructs with you, and so like I used certain types and then you use certain types because you can't bring them all.
Yeah,
So
you only have 4 you can bring, and there's 7.
there's like they're like pieces of larger builds basically. So
Yeah.
like I brought the spring and then the fire torch and stuff like
Eventually, we realized someone online used the healing mist
that.
thing,
Mm-hmm.
and we realized
Although-
that was an important one to get. We got it, but it's a little.
So it's a little hard to set up. I
Yeah.
would say like a little too slow to think about doing. So ended up not being super useful.
Yeah, you know, if this game could have a healer class,
That might be helpful. I don't
Yeah.
know, or at least like I don't know what it would be. Maybe just like a better construct or something.
or like the hunting horn for this game. Like I'm a support character. I'll draw aggro on like trap items, and like if you could put decoys up or something,
yeah,
and that would help revive and would. I really think a support character would go a long
might be
way.
helpful.
Last factor, communication. Same as Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Like decent amount. Not maybe during the attacks so much during the hunt.
Yeah, in general, I think a lot, especially in between. Like we're
Yeah.
figuring out what do we want to do next. Like, okay, we're gonna get food and we're gonna make this. We talked a lot about what armor we should get because by the end of our playtime, we were trying to figure out like, okay, we need this set of armor so that we can beat this one guy. So we spend all of our time trying to make that set of armor, and so it was a lot of discussion around that. But in general, I think you were saying, and I agreed with you by the end, is the parts were dropping too slowly from the guys, and it ended up not being fun to grind. Whereas in Monster Hunter, it's like more fun. I don't know why.
I think because the hunt feels better.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel awful here. Just
Also, it felt like in Monster Hunter, you don't have to change as often. And this one, we had to literally completely re-gear almost for every new guy. And I was like, okay, this isn't very fun.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're not moving towards our goal fast enough. Where in Monster Hunter, it gives you like sub goals in a way that I know we're still comparing this to Monster Hunter. Some people get upset by this apparently, but it's like,
Really?
bro,
This is a Monster Hunter game, though.
you designed this game very clearly to like appeal to that group of people who plays those games.
Okay, and even if we weren't comparing to Monster Hunter, it still is annoying to have to fight the crow 10 times just to fight the tiger once.
If anything, if Monster Hunter didn't exist, it would probably be more annoying because you would be like,
what is this?
What kind of feature is this in a game?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the most of our communication was sort of centered around what's the plan, not so much like during the fights.
But also the one thing was we started building bases in strategic spots and putting collectors and fish collectors, like there's like farming equipment basically that you can put down.
Right.
I really, really, really enjoyed the base building, and I want that to be stolen.
Yeah, that was fun. And there was some like I like the little creative aesthetic items that didn't do anything, but they were just like cute, and you could like, oh, put a bench and then sit on the bench.
Here.
Yeah.
Do you have any final thoughts before we rank this game?
I thought the armor could have been a little better as far as like how it looked.
Visually?
A lot of the time we just kind of looked goofy. I mean,
because we were using half parts of this, half parts of this. Yeah.
I think most of it as one looked good and clearly had like this aesthetic going for it. But I don't know. I feel like there's also could have been more options. Like when we got to the super, I keep forgetting what they were called, but the next level of the same guys. And then you had to get their armor again. It was just like a color shift. And I was like, I feel like there could have been more done there, but whatever. Once again, it has that issue of being compared to the thing it's clearly copying. So that's like, it's kind of on them. Like you can't make this game and expect not to be compared. But
they did do a thing where each armor set has 3 versions, which I thought was cool.
Well, the normal, then the human, and then the kimono version.
Yeah.
Which I guess gives you different like abilities if you get more towards the demon or more towards like the human version.
Yeah.
And it looks different too. So that was cool. That was cool.
So there's at least some visual change on each set, but it's not bad, it's just not great.
Well, part of the problem was the parts we couldn't even make the cool ones because we were like, ugh, let's just move on.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to fight that thing? Literally like 10 to 15 more times.
No, I'm good. I think that was. Did you have any last thoughts? I think that was I think we covered basically everything.
Yeah. The thing I want to end with is just this game made me realize how much I appreciate Monster Hunter.
I think the word of the day for this one is disappointed.
What's hard for me is we were so addicted.
Well, that's why the disappointment is so strong.
That's true.
Because you started off like loving it, and then it's like you got betrayed by someone you really loved. And it's like, I loved you. Like we had so much going on, and I thought this was going to be such a good relationship. We were going to get married, and now like actually you're a terrible person.
I would marry Monster Hunter. I wouldn't marry Wild Hearts. Wild Hearts.
I'm just saying, you thought it was a good thing, at least. You thought it was, like, gonna be good for a lot longer.
Maybe it's like a meal. You bought a whole pizza. You're like, I love this pizza. And you ate 2 slices. You're like, I don't want the rest.
Okay, wait. You can't compare this to pizza, dude.
Why?
Because that's so different. It's more complex.
Everything is... Whoa. Pizza is one of the most complex flavors.
Gosh.
You have the acidity of the sauce.
No, no, you're so wrong. Because the first slices of pizza wouldn't be any different from the last slices.
Yes, they would.
In the same eating session.
You would realize.
No,
oh, no,
but that's why this is
isn't
different.
As good as I thought.
Because Wild Hearts we played in different sessions, so it's clearly not a pizza situation. Because every game when play, you know what? I'm just so mad you brought up the pizza metaphor. You just like talking about pizza.
Everything is related to pizza, okay. First of all. I can relate anything to pizza. Name a thing. Name anything.
Taxes.
Pizza is like taxes because it comes in a big cardboard box.
What does? Taxes?
Yeah, I don't know.
Thank you. Just go back to my relationship one. I'm right.
Well, the thing I don't like about that is some people have multiple relationships and some people don't want a relationship.
No. No, Craig.
Bringing marriage into it felt a little weird.
Okay, the marriage part bothered you. I understand. But people have multiple relationships. Exactly. And this is one of those relationships that let you down.
This was a little fling. This was a summertime fling, but I thought it was going to be...
Exactly. You thought it was going to be real.
I thought we were going to get through cuffing season and things were going to be okay.
That's what I'm saying. But we didn't. And we discovered that actually they never took out the trash. And
and they also didn't...
and they were unfunny at the end of the day. Like, you thought they were funny, but it turns out you were the funny one. Like, you were making jokes and they were laughing and you're like, oh my God, they're so funny. And then it turns out like you were just the one who was funny.
Does that happen to you? Because that doesn't happen to me.
This is a real...
Oh man, I thought this person was funny because they laughed. That's not how that works.
No, well, it's like you're having a good time, but then you realize down the road you're the one who's
the good time.
Exactly. And they're actually kind of
boring.
boring.
No, I don't like this metaphor because it wasn't boring at first. It was like
No, that's what I'm saying. It was never boring because you didn't. Okay, you know what?
It's kind of like you finally got the clothes off and you're like, eh.
Whoa.
Because at first there was some heavy petting. No. It was like, under there is gonna be great.
We're back to sex.
Under there's gonna be so cool. And then you get under, you're like, well.
Okay, I just want to say, one, I am glad we're tying this back to the sex talk because that's what we started with, and I like a full circle. But two, I don't like that you're shaming them for their body.
No. I didn't say...
You said when they take off their clothes.
I didn't say visually. I just meant like emotionally and physically the connection's gone now, actually. Never mind. I found the secrets and they weren't
You
that
think
cool.
You can have a... Okay, wait. You can have a connection with someone through like before when their clothes are off, and then after their clothes are off, it stops?
Well,
that makes no sense. Has that ever happened to you?
I don't know. I just want to talk about heavy petting.
I'm just trying to explain to you that I don't think that's a real thing. If you have physical chemistry with someone, whether their clothes are on or not, I don't think is the
So I think
issue.
what really is happening there when that kind of thing happens is the emotional. Listen, I'm gonna say post nut clarity.
Dude,
I think this game
we had post nut clarity with Wild Hearts
on Wild Hearts.
We actually did.
That's where we're gonna end this. Let's rank it.
Okay. Shit. I don't know.
Can you come up with a good pun that isn't post nut clarity so that I can use it for the title?
I'm so excited. I thought the title was gonna be about dental dams. I thought the title should be "Don't listen to this with grandma in your room." Post hunt clarity.
Post hunt clarity.
Shit.
Oh, you are, dude.
Shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I'm losing my mind. Post hunt clarity.
What's your rating?
That was so good. I feel like I'm amazing right now. I came up with that.
What's your rating?
Oh my God.
All right, amazing. Get your rating.
I will say, can I just say why I quickly came up with that? Because I'm looking at the Wild Hearts Steam page and I can see my achievements, and my first achievement there is Charmed by the Hunt.
That's funny.
Okay. Can you please call this post hunt clarity?
That was the point. Yes, I literally was like, I need help coming up with a title.
I'm just so excited. Sorry, you didn't give me time to come down from my post hunt.
That's the post hunt.
What am I rating this? Can you rate it first? And I'll go off of it. I'm having a hard time rating it.
Here's the thing. I wanted to go double S, and then no way.
Yes,
so it's not single S.
It's a B, I think. I'm going
to go to B. Is it a B plus? We had a very good time for 3/4 of the time we played. We had a very good time. This is my problem with this whole
You're
thing.
Right. No, you're right.
I think it's an A.
Okay, it's a B plus.
It's a B plus?
Yeah, because I
do want it to be below A because I got
betrayed.
Hurt.
Yeah.
And exactly. B, betrayed.
B for betrayal on post hunt clarity.
There it is, folks. Let's
Dude, we've come full circle. I'm so impressed.
Let's head into the closing segments and continue the circle of life. Now is the part of the show where I ask you to tell me where they can find us on the internet. But first, we got an email from a listener.
Are you actually joking?
I am not joking. So in the last episode that we posted, we were having a discussion about what is a glitch versus a bug, what does the industry call it, whatever. So we got this to our email, which you can email us if you ever want to say anything or answer us or call us dumb. Don't do that. savetogetherpod@gmail.com. Hi, Grace and Craig. In your latest podcast episode, you asked about the difference between glitch and bug, so I'm writing in and it's bug, unless you are over 50. I heard someone call it a glitch once, but I'm pretty sure he was like 60 years old. But glitch now is like the aesthetic mostly. To me, glitch has old school programmer connotations. In game dev, I think glitch is a non-breaking transient bug, usually graphical like a character T-posing or something, but a bug will be more like something that crashes the game. I also feel like glitch has colloquially taken on its own meaning in just video games / the video game community. Then it goes on to say, thanks for everything you do. This is the best podcast on the planet. It has a little bit of everything. It's not just educational, it's also emotional. And I always know the first Wednesday of every month is going to be the best day of the month because that's when your new episodes come out. I also love to hang out on savetogether.club, which is just a fantastic website. And I can't get enough of it.
It's okay.
Maybe I added a part to this. That's
Stop.
okay.
I'm losing my mind
That
right
comes
now.
in from a listener in New Jersey. So
Okay.
thank you for writing in. It's kind of like what I wasn't saying. I thought there would be like a industry term, like there's a visual, error break. I don't know what I thought.
There's a dingle dongle.
Seems like they just say bug.
Okay. Well, that's great.
I love learning.
Yeah.
So that's an email.
Thanks for that. You can always write in.
Everybody write in. Just send whatever.
Tell me your experience with dental dams. I'm just kidding.
I mean, you could. I won't have to read it out loud.
I feel like, well, just
let us know if you've used one for what I was told it's for in 6th grade.
What did they tell you it was for?
For what we learned.
Yeah.
We can't.
Okay.
They said it was for what I said it was for. I just
Okay.
thought it was so ridiculous of a concept.
It's actually ridiculous to me.
But safety is not ridiculous, everyone. Wear your seatbelt, drink water, look both ways.
Question about do you cut a hole in it first?
No. that just destroys the point.
Well, then how
It's thin.
Okay. All right.
Stop. Everybody, let's go home. We have to turn the microphones off so we can continue to learn about dental dams.
Okay.
Grace, tell us where they can find us on the internet.
You can check us out at savestogether.club. It's .com as well now, too.
Yes.
Okay? And you can find our links to our social media and all our episodes. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at savestogether. And you can email us at savetogetherpod@gmail.com.
Yeah, do that. I want to read more emails. It's fun.
You can just tell me about your day.
Just tell me what you're doing right now. Right, if you're listening to this, if you're still here, I assume most people turn it off once we go, let's head to the ending segment.
Tell me what you snack on when you listen.
Yeah, what is the last thing you ate? Write in right now and tell me the last thing you ate and drank.
Cool.
Thanks,
Sick.
everybody.
Sweet. Well, we'll see you next time on episode 69.
We've far surpassed that. Isn't that crazy?
Wait, can I just say this is episode 86?
No, this is 85. We already had this discussion.
Shit.
86 is coming next, and it could be any number of things. Oh, I've been thinking of doing a Saves Together treasure trove. So that used to be a segment we would do in this closing segment where we would just highlight a smaller, maybe lesser known co-op game. What if I did that as a newsletter? I kind of want to. And then part of that newsletter could be like a sneak peek of what we've been playing. I know that's not that interesting. It's not like we're,
You're interested in it. So
I'm interested in making a newsletter, and I would put like 5 or 6 co-op games I've seen that we might not ever play in there. I don't know how often this would happen, but then also I thought it would be kind of interesting. Like, here's what we've been playing and thinking, some solo time stuff we're not going to talk about on the episode. I don't know. Might be fun.
Dude,
I don't think it would come out on any regular schedule, but
I'm just post-hunt clarity. That's so good.
You're ruining it by being so proud of yourself.
Nah, I'm still proud. No, I'm not ruining it.
I'm proud of you still, but
this is real. This is me. What's that song?
You've been singing it for like most of the morning. And
Let's Google it.
I really don't know.
Real quick.
Hillary
and then we'll
Duff.
leave.
My guess, Hillary Duff.
Yes, right.
Wait, definitely Hillary Duff.
Almost. Oh, wait. No, it's Demi Lovato and Jonas Jones. Fuck. Okay, we have to go.
Play it, and then we're going to fade it out.
Wait, no, DMCA, bro.
I'm not worried about it.
All right, here we go. Can I just go to the part that's good?
Yeah.
No. Here we go.
Wait. Pause. Because you're everywhere.
It's a little bit like
to
that.
me.
It's a little bit like
It's
that.
the same drop and it's the same tone, and I don't know anything about music.
It's not the exact same.
I think that's exactly the same.
Anyway, this is real. This is me. This is Saves Together. Thank you for listening.
Bye-bye.